Okay, welcome back. Welcome to season 2. It's day 1. The one and only. Today's topic is your definition of love. And does my boyfriend love me? Does my husband love me? Does my wife love me? I want to know your definition of love, and leave it in the comments, or you can also send it to me on IG, wyd1 IYPG. Enough with the ums though. I like to get into my definition. My definition of love would be the spending time with somebody and being in sync with them and collecting significant moments with somebody where you feel understood, you feel like you guys are going through the same ride or emotions, a roller coaster. And so after you spend more and more time with somebody, these memories and these experiences of synchronicity, they build like a bonding unit, like building a house. If you build a house with somebody, every 4x4 or a piece of wood that you put together is you guys bonding with each other, you guys learning how to work together and how to be a unit, and you learn how to be a team, and those experiences over time equates to love, from my understanding, is how I see love. And so that's why when you're in relationships at the very beginning, like you're having a lot of different experiences together, you guys are both very hopeful, very optimistic about things. You don't know very much about each other, but you're just excited. And so you're doing new things that you wouldn't normally do, and then so you're creating this strong bond, like you guys are you're building a house together. And then after you built a house, then it's like, oh yeah, we built a house, our relationship is over, or at least the climax part of it. Like that phase would probably be similar to getting married. Like you go through all these bonding things, and then like the big step is like getting married. Then you're like, oh yeah, we're married now. Now what do we do? And then so love doesn't stop. You'll always have those memories with people and the things that you've done together. And it's always, I think, a choice in order to keep things going, in order to grow your love or your bonding together. It's definitely a choice, and also deliberate. And so in doing so, you can continue and make your love and bonding stronger, or it can start to spread and become monotonous and things like that. And then the word I love you, or oh, I love you, yeah, you love me, it begins to fade or just become just words. The less you guys are actually bonding and feeling love. And you necessarily don't have to be feeling love in the same activities. Like if you go on a date, maybe one person doesn't feel the love, but the other person is feeling it. So it grows it for them, and then you go to like a concert or something, and then it builds it for the other person. You're still together, you're still building those memories together though, and it's still bonding with love, just it might not be in sync with each other, but it's still a love, because it's the love that you actually feel from within. And so my definition of love is definitely that. And so also there's other things that come into play when it comes to love, because you can only love somebody as much as you love yourself, and you can only do for somebody as much as you would do for yourself. And so that there's also limits in that aspect of it. And so if you go back to the analogy of building a house, if you have never finished a house, then you may have put a few boards up with somebody, but you haven't, completed anything or built a house, then you're going to feel that you've reached your maximum limit for giving love to that person. And that person may have built a house, and they're like, oh, why are we stopping here? You know what I mean? There's so much more we have to do. And then so it's a disconnect in that form, and as soon as that disconnects, you guys start to separate and go to attract someone else that has a similar amount of love for themselves. And so it's all about attracting somebody that's definitely on your frequency or your level, so to speak. And a lot of people think that it's bad when people don't get married, or people don't stay together, or if they have a breakup. But it's not bad, it's not good, it's just something that happens. It's a part of the journey of being here in this physical, feeling, touching reality. And so life is always something to experience, and the more you experience, the more you align with who you want to be and the things that you like versus the things that you don't like. And so being with somebody that doesn't love themselves, they're giving you the experience of knowing that you want somebody that has a lot of love for themselves and a lot of love for others. And so it's always just a trial and error, and you're just going, back and forth. You know what I mean? Just like with riding a bike. When you're first riding a bike, you don't just get on it and become Lance Armstrong. You've got to wobble, and you've got to practice, and you've got to get your balance, and you've got to create muscle memory and know the road and the track and all these different aspects that come into mind and come into play. So by those standards, there's going to be a lot more people that don't stay together or have that fairy tale Disneyland, I love you until the day I die, or until death do we part, cliches that are very, I would say, unrealistic. And it's a very vague model of the world, and it doesn't really prepare you for actual relationships and the actual world, because it's typically a 2-hour movie or like a 30-minute show. And then they're not really going into depth in the aftermath, or what happens later, or what happens after the honeymoon stages and things like that. And so I really have so much to talk about this. It's very spellbinding, but maybe I should do like a part 2 or something like that. But anyway, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and have an amazing day, the best day you've ever had. And hit me up, it's always nice, it's always amazing connecting with you, talking with you, having these deep conversations as we do. I'm your day1, day1_IYPG, follow me on IG. And I will see you soon, talk to you soon, text you soon, all that good stuff. Day1.